Hey everybody, it's Duffy. Thanks for spending some time with me in Bike Week Nation. As we count down to the Laconia Motorcycle Week rally, we're going to focus on the people who actually work at the rally. And usually when you go to one of these rallies, part of the experience is getting served a nice cold adult beverage by a scantily clad female. But like all rules, there are some notable exceptions. And Sloan is one of those exceptions.
So how did you get into this? Tell me just a little bit about what you do.
Well, yeah, basically, I ended up riding my Harley, my dad's Harley that handed down to me 15 years ago to Sturgis. And as I was walking around, I kind of noticed that there's a lot of female bartenders. There's not enough male bartenders, or hardly any. And maybe I thought I could change that industry a little bit within getting into it. And there's more and more female riders nowadays, things like that. So the next year, I actually ended up putting an application in Broken Spoke Saloon, rode that Harley out there again to be a lifeguard. Yeah. And once I got there, they actually hired a professional lifeguard and offered me a position bartending, which I originally wanted to do. And from there on, they gave me that opportunity, and things just kind of full force rolled, snowballed effects. And today, I've done this for a decade now. I average about 12 to 15 rallies a year. And it's just became something that I've never imagined. Just from traveling the United States, I live a very simple life, live the van life, carry a little Honda Ground with me to tear around all these events with. I wish I could have my dad's 83 shovel head and 53 pan head with me, but it doesn't really work out that sometimes within money-wise. So yeah, I do this for a career in a way. I'm also a jack of all trades. I'm an online personal trainer. I'm a personal chef and trainer in-home sometimes for a musician out of Nashville. I design T-shirts. I do woodworking. So I got a lot of my hands dipped in a lot of things within this stuff because in between events, obviously, if I'm not working at an event, I'm not making money. So I got to find other ways to make money, things like that, or even just involved with other people that I meet at rallies is awesome too. The camaraderie with a lot of people giving me opportunities that I meet at these things is very, very neat. Like the musician that I met and at the 75th anniversary of Sturgis, Jared Blake is his name, actually the musician that I work with. And things just kind of snowball after that. First off, they start as patrons, this and that, serve them a drink, crack them a joke, something like that, make them laugh, make them smile. And that actually gets enjoyment out of me. That's my entertainment throughout the day because it can get monotonous just looking at the register, to the beer tubs, drinks, doing simple math, the orders, things like that. But actually, once they start coming back and more, I actually get to know them when I get done with the shift, can actually have a drink with them and actually get to know them as not just patrons, become friends. And the cool thing about it is I've met so many people through all of this. I could probably travel the United States and within a 6-hour drive, I would have a place to stay. So that's actually very, very neat and actually getting to know some people, not only traveling around themselves, coming to rallies, but making it enjoyable for them. And then they're actually outside of rallies becoming friends and actually good, acquaintance people. And then some I could have for a lifetime aspects. No.
What's your philosophy just in terms of working the customer? One thing I've noticed about you is like that minute or 30 seconds is like you are hyper focused on them. It's like they're the only person in the room. I see you have a strategy. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'd say that's just work ethic, focus on what I'm doing because there is a lot of commotion going on as I'm bartending, from people yelling orders to this and that. But if they're ordering with me, a lot of times it's just like trying to get it right, to be honest with you, because there can be 8 different liquor orders or beer orders and mixtures and this and that, trying to get it right so then that transaction goes smoothly and then they can honestly get their drinks and be on their way and have a great time at the rally. The vibes, honestly, kind of depends if it's a 9-day rally like here in Laconia for the 100th anniversary or a 3-4 day rally. The 9-day rallies, the first weekend's always pumping, always really good. And then it kind of slows down throughout the week from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, kind of like an interchange of weekends because people do have to work in between the weekends. And they can be slow, but they can be fun. That can actually when you can actually build relationships with individuals a little bit more to actually get to know them because you're not so busy just slinging drinks one after another and actually get to have a conversation with them in between clientele and drink orders, stuff like that. And half the time, I'm very lucky to have these opportunities of what I do. So there's enough assholes in the world. Why be another one? Oh, yeah. I enjoy talking to people because as I was a corporate personal trainer for 12 years before this, I was told that I'd be a great bartender. Just with personality-wise, I'm a people person, love to know different aspects of life. And basically, as I started doing this, I went from doing 2 rallies to all of a sudden blowing up and going to 10 rallies within 2 years, my 3rd year doing 10. And basically, to make ends meet or be a little more profitable within this business, I figured instead of flying to all these rallies and depending on people to take me to work, get to the gym every day, or getting in the grocery store, something like that, let's downsize my lifestyle and live in a van and tour the United States that way, so that as I'm here, I actually have my own space to camp in. And like I said, that I don't have to depend on anybody else but myself to get to work, stuff like that. And I can actually drive the United States and see the countryside. And so basically that way, I don't have to worry, because a lot of people don't realize that at these events for workers and travelers like myself, we have to worry about, we pay our own way, we pay our own housing, our food, everything. So there's sometimes where I'm not making a profit by day 3 or 4 of the rally, of a 9-day rally. So if I want to profit more, well, eliminate the housing, bring my own housing, and then I can profit more off that. And that's basically the way I want to do it to make a better living for myself.
So walk me through, like, what are your average days? Like, you go to the gym in the morning.
Yeah.
What's your, like, walk me through, like, a rally day.
Average rally day, well, now that I've been in it for 10 years, in the beginning it was a little different. In the beginning, I'd definitely work a shift, and let's say it take like the 75th anniversary of Sturgis. Basically, that was a 16-hour day behind the bar. Get done with work, shower when you're watching the sun come up, and then have an hour and a half of sleep, get back behind the bar at 9 a.m. Or if I'd have a little time off, have a couple cocktails, honestly, if it's a campground, go to somebody's campsite. I serve during the day, and then they invite me to the campsite and have some fun at night and get to bullshit with them around and tell stories. And then nowadays, it's kind of the same thing if I have some time, but most of the time, like last night, I got done at 9:30, was able to actually just have maybe 1 or 2 drinks with some people, some patrons or friends that I haven't seen for a while. And then I go to my van, cook a hot meal, because I don't get those very often when I was at work. Again, 12, 16-hour day. And then basically chill for a little bit, maybe do a little reading if I can, and then lay down and go to bed because I got to do it again the next day.
So you're, in a sense, you're living a more healthier life as you've gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Basically, health and fitness is a big thing. I'd say my biggest passion within all this, because it's brought me a lot of opportunities within life. In my younger years, I was a 6'1", 134 pounds. Now I'm standing 6'3" at 205. I'm a natural bodybuilder. I've stepped on stage 16 times. I actually went pro as a natural bodybuilder, still natural, pro 7 years ago. And I don't know, just taking care of yourself a little bit more within these aspects. I know it's a different culture within the biker community, and me being a little bit more in shape type thing. But it's something I like to try to promote too, because everybody wants a healthier lifestyle. It doesn't matter who you're talking to. Actually, that's what I love about the biker community. You don't know if you're talking to a brain surgeon or a dust in the wind. And that's what's great about it. You can't tell anybody apart, because we're all here for the same reason: 2 wheels and freedom on the road.
So that's a little bit about my buddy Sloan. Really, really interesting guy. A lot of the people who work at the rally are very interesting and very entrepreneurial. So stay tuned as we get to know some of the people who work at the Laconia Motorcycle Week Rally over the next couple of months. I also wanted to make a little bit of an announcement. I know I'm working with my buddy Dan DeSorbo. We're interested in trying to put together a local SWAT meet that's going to take place here. Don't really have the details yet. Still trying to work that out. So stay tuned for information about the SWAT meet. And we just got a little bit of snow here in the Northeast, but it's going to get warm fast. So get outside, spend some time with people who share your values and your interests. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe, comment. That all helps with the dreaded algorithm because, I do very well on Facebook, but YouTube values shorter content. And so longer content that like this doesn't get a lot of traction. So the more you like it and the more you comment on it and share it with folks who might be interested, the more it'll help get this content in front of more people. And that's good for everyone. So that's it for this week's show. Hope everyone's doing well, and Duff out.